The Supreme Court has just decided it will take up Trump's immunity case at the end of April. The decision's expected in June. This will put Jack Smith's January 6 case on hold for now. Shannon Bream is in D.C. with more. Shannon.
Yeah, this is a significant delay, Jesse, to what Jack Smith had hoped would be a trial starting March 4th. That's clearly not happening. We weren't sure whether the Supreme Court would get involved or not because the D.C. Circuit, which is that appellate level just before the Supreme Court, had a very lengthy, detailed decision saying that the immunity case would not be a winner for President Trump. They gave him a big loss. So they went to the Supreme Court and asked for a stay. What the court did was go beyond that, not only stay the case, but say we're actually going to hear it. We're told that briefing will happen in the next few weeks. They will likely hear this case the week of April 22nd. That means that from that point on, we wait. And normally these big decisions come at the end of June. This one has been expedited, though, so it may come ahead of that. But until then, that lower court is on hold. Jack Smith cannot proceed at all with any of this January 6th case against the former president. So we'll wait to see how the arguments go. But remember, once the Supreme Court makes ultimately its decision in this case, then that trial court unpauses, where Judge Chutkan has had the entire thing on pause. I would imagine the Trump team is going to argue at that point, if he loses on the immunity issue, that they need several weeks, if not a couple of months, before they can even begin to think about restarting the case, which would then throw it probably to late summer, early fall. And all of this, of course, right in the middle of the election. Jesse.
So, Shannon, if he does get a disfavorable ruling by the Supreme Court at the end of June, and he does get a delay, is that really conceivable that they would have a January 6th federal trial, like after the second debate?
I mean, it is possible. Of course, there's always so much that you do. And they have been arguing there are millions of pages of discovery. What is the rush? We have all of this time. Let's go through this as we would any other federal trial. Special counsel has argued all along this is a matter of national importance. We think that people should know whether there's going to be a conviction in this case before this man's name appears on the ballot, if he indeed is the GOP nominee, as it looks like it will be. But I think even if we get this decision the last week of June, if it's one of those biggies that we get at the very end of the term again, from there, I think the Trump team is going to argue we have pretrial motions, we have discovery. That puts us through July, August, maybe September before we'd even be ready to argue this case. So the early fall is very conceivable for this.
And he could also get a favorable ruling by the high court. Judge Shanine.
So then, Shannon, we are beginning from square one, assuming that the Supreme Court says that there is no immunity here and the trial goes forward. There have been no pretrial motions made at all in the D.C. case?
Well, there have been some things going on. There have been discovery. Remember, if you remember a couple of months ago, the government actually tried to produce some of the documents to the Trump team while this thing was supposed to be paused. And the Trump team, normally you'd want those documents, but they said, oh, no, this whole thing is on pause. You can't be giving us documents. We can't be doing any of the normal pretrial stuff. So all of that, Judge, as you know, and can very well explain to everyone, that takes time. So once we have a decision from the Supreme Court, if this case goes back to the trial court and starts moving forward, you'll have all of that pretrial motion stuff that could really slow things down.
And do you attribute anything to the Supreme Court agreeing to take this on an expedited basis?
Well, Judge, you know, they made clear to say in this order without expressing a view on the merits. So they're saying we're not taking any position. There's no vote breakdown in here. There's no dissenters. So we don't know how anybody voted or what happened here. You know, the former president had asked for a stay to put this whole thing on hold for a bit. That would have taken 5 votes. But what the court did was say, we basically converted this stay into your writ for certiorari, meaning you formally were requesting an appeal. That's how the special counsel wanted this to be treated. That only takes 4 votes. So now we're left to just play games, parlor games about guessing who voted how because there's no breakdown in this order.
All right. Shannon, thank you so much.
You got it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
Huh? Okay. Yeah. I go. Yeah. I go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I go. Okay. I go. Yeah. Okay. What you looking at? I go. Huh? Get on with it. Okay. I go. Okay. What you looking at? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I go. Okay. Yeah. I go. Okay. Yeah. I go. Get on with it. I go. Okay. Yeah. I go. Yeah. Okay. I go. Yeah. What you looking at? Huh? What you looking at? Huh? What you looking at? Huh? I go. I must hunt soon. What you looking at? Okay.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Get on with it. What you looking at? Huh? Yeah. What you looking at? Okay. Huh? I go.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
I go. Yeah. I go.